In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a team or a class within Microsoft Teams. So first of all, you need to open Office 365 and then locate the Teams icon, which looks like this. It will open up in a new window and it should display all of the teams that you are currently part of. If that isn't the view that you get initially, then have a look over here on the left-hand menu and make sure that you are on the Teams section. In order to create a new team, you need to click on this icon in the top right-hand corner, Join or Create Team, and you can then click on Create Team. Now, there are different options as to what you can select, the type of team. We're going to be looking at teams for students, for class groups. So we're going to select class. It then asks you to create a name for your team. And you can give it a description as well. Now, it's really important that we use the right names for the groups so that we can easily manage them and archive them at the end of this academic year as we go into next year. So I'm just going to give you some information as to what those team names need to be. So here you can see you've got two options. The first option, where you label it as 19-20, year 12, and then the subject. You're going to use that if you're creating a group for all of the year 12 subject classes. So if you have classes in option block B, C, and D, and you're wanting to put them all together in one Microsoft Teams class, you're going to use that top option to name the group. If you want to create separate teams, or you only have one class in year 12, then you're going to use the bottom option where you label it as 19, 20, 12, and then the option block and the name of the subject. So here I've got 12C and then the subject after that. So as you can see, I've typed in the name of my team and I've put in a description as well. So I'm going to be setting this for all of the year 12 maths classes. Once I've got the name right, I click on next. And I can then add in the students and the teachers to that group. Now I can search in here for the name of the classes. So I know that there is a group 12B maths class, so I can search for 12B and then I can scroll down and find the 12B group and one for 12C. And 12D as well. So once I've done that, I can add those three groups in and I can see all of the members have been added. I can also add in teachers. Now the teachers will be owners of the group and therefore have sort of the editing rights, if you like, as well. So I can add in whichever relevant teachers I want to. And click add and you'll see them there on the list as well. And so if I close that, I can then see that I have created my class of students and it'll open up the team. Now, there are lots of things that you can do within Microsoft Teams, but we are going to stick to setting all the work through Shobi rather than using the functions here. I'm purely going to show you how to just manage the people within your team. And then there's a separate video on how you can set up meetings and live meetings within Microsoft Teams as well for your team that you've created. So when I click on the three little dots here, I get some options up and I can manage the team and it will give me the information about who is in that team. So you can see that there are 4 owners, myself and the 3 other members of staff that I added into the group. And I can change their status if I want to from owner to member, remembering that owners are people who can they have editing rights, if you like, to the group. And then I can click down here and I can see all of the people who are guests in this group. If I've suddenly realised that I've forgotten to add somebody in, or I want to add another teacher maybe to the group, if I click on those three dots and I go to add member, then I can search under teachers for the person that I'd like to add, and I can do that and add them into the group. It does take a few minutes to update, but you can see now there that Simon Petrie has been added as a teacher in the group. Now, once I have done that and I'm completely happy with it, I can go back by clicking on all teams and return to that main view so that if I want to create another team, I can do. I hope that's been useful and that you're able to now create teams for the different groups of students that you want to meet with.